to 10. Yeah, I don't know. I would say I'm more Canadian than Vietnamese just because, you know, I've been to Canadian schools basically my whole life. And I've only been to Vietnamese schools this amount of time, like 4 years of my life. That's when I learned how to read and write. But then, you know, at that time I didn't want to learn about that because it's harder to learn, you know, to read and write and everything like that. So I would say I'm more Canadian, but, you know, I like to be around friends to keep my culture.
Wow.
Emma?
Oh, yeah, I'm more Canadian because, like, I have, like, 4 other siblings that are very, like, whitewashed. So I'm like, whitewashed, too. And even my parents are, like, a bit whitewashed, too. So they're not very, like, Vietnamese tradition, but they sometimes are, not really.
I would consider myself Vietnamese, no matter what. Even though I'm stuck in the whitewash, I want to keep my pride in it also. And I just want to keep myself Vietnamese no matter what, because my parents are Vietnamese, so I'll be Vietnamese.
I don't know. I feel like I'm in the middle. Like, I think because you live here, you're so, like, adapted to, like, society and everything, that their views and everything, but also, like, your parents influence you in certain ways, too, so it's, like, half and half.
Cool.
I was actually thinking about a good way to measure how Canadian or Vietnamese you'd be. So I was just imagining if I would go back to Vietnam, live the way I live, talk the way I talk to my family, they would be the ones who would judge me and say, if you're so Canadian, you're so Vietnamese. So if you really think about it, you just imagine yourself. I'd say I can adapt very easily because, like I said, my 3 siblings, they're all completely obedient. My mom, completely traditional Vietnamese, and my stepdad, completely traditional Vietnamese. I'm the only one in the family that's actually modern. Like, I say modern as in westernized. So, but I understand their culture, I understand their views, but I always rebel. So that's why I'd say 5. I know, I understand them completely. I can pretend, act like I can live like them, but I know how I grew up, so.